Big explosion. Ukrainian HIMARS strike destroy Russian ammunition depot and terrible counterattack. Video footage uploaded in recent days shows the damage done by Ukrainian HIMARS to a Russian ammunition depot in Kupyansk, Kharkiv. The video, originally uploaded on Sunday, shows the ammunition depot completely destroyed and stripped down to a base structure. The building has no walls or roof, and warped metal can be seen scattered around the building. Soldiers are also seen in full gear on the site assessing the damage. Before the arrival of the HIMARS missiles at the end of August, there was an ammunition depot here. The original Telegram post that shared the video reads in Ukrainian. The post also includes images of destroyed Russian military vehicles and rocket shells on the ground, as well as damaged Russian artillery stored on the grounds of the depot. The release of the footage came ahead of an announcement by the main intelligence directorate of Ukraine's Ministry of Defense that the city of Kupyansk had been liberated by Ukrainian forces. A statement issued on Telegram on September 27 confirmed that the city was liberated by the Kraken Special Unit of the GRMO. Ukraine's Ministry of Defense also shared video footage on Tuesday depicting a Russian soldier standing on a Russian flag and then raising the Ukrainian flag on a flagpole in Kupyansk. The village of Kupyansk in the Kharkiv region is liberated, the tweet reads. One of the largest railway stations in the east of Ukraine is located there. The occupiers used it in their supply route. The offensive in the Kharkiv region continues. Ukraine continues to make territorial gains in Kharkiv, despite Russia's promise to deploy more troops and regain ground. Ukrinform reports that, according to the deputy head of the president's office, a total of 454 settlements have been deoccupied in the Kharkiv region as of September 8, and that less than 6% of Kharkiv is still occupied by Russian forces. Britain's Ministry of Defense also revealed in an intelligence update on September 23, only days before Kupyansk was liberated, that Ukrainian forces had successfully secured bridgeheads on the east bank of the Oskil River in Kharkiv Oblast. Russia has attempted to integrate the Oskil into a consolidated defensive line following its forces' withdrawal earlier in the month, the update reads, adding that while the situation on the battlefield remains complex, Ukraine is putting pressure on territory Russia considers essential to its war aims. Meanwhile, to better take the fight to the enemy and maintain the momentum of the counterattack, the Ukrainians need more firepower. And they are getting it in the latest $1.1 billion military aid package from the United States, announced on September 28. 18 high-mobility artillery rocket system, HIMARS, launchers are on the way to Kyiv. These lethal rockets have been effective against Russian supply depots and ammunition dumps. The United States had previously sent 16 HIMARS launchers, so this will more than double the numbers. Unfortunately, this new batch of rocket systems will take a few years to be constructed and delivered, which is not the news Kyiv wanted to hear. But 20 other countries will grow their defense industries to make more powerful weapons for Ukraine. The U.S. aid flows from the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, which funds contracts for overseas delivery to Ukrainian forces. The total military assistance from the Biden administration is nearing $17 billion. The Pentagon is using drawdown authority to quicken the handover of HIMARS launchers and rocket ammunition to the war-torn country. But HIMARS must be built rather than taken from existing supplies. A senior Pentagon official speaking on condition of anonymity in a DoD news release said, "If we don't invest today to procure HIMARS for the future, they won't be there when the Ukrainian armed forces need them down the road," the official said. This is a really sizable investment, and it's intended so that down the road, Ukraine will have what it needs for the long haul to deter future threats. It in no way rules out us continuing to invest in their current force with capabilities that are available today, and that we can draw down today from U.S. stocks. This is a good news, bad news situation for the Ukrainians. They greatly appreciate the existing HIMARS force that has helped turn the tide in the war by creating logistical problems for Russian forces. But the frustrating part is that the HIMARS launchers will have to be built in the coming months, and Kyiv cannot afford to wait. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced a manpower mobilization of 300,000 soldiers being called up from reserve rosters. If these forces arrive in numbers, even though many of the conscripts are out of shape and out of practice when it comes to combat, Ukraine will need more long-range multiple-launch rocket systems to maintain the initiative.